Hey, boys and girls and everybody else, Ryan here. And I have to ask once again, what the is wrong with you? As many of you probably remember, I was running for office here in Arizona a year or two ago. And I had some stalkers, some people threaten the kids, had one car come into the neighborhood and said something to the kids like, tell your dad to be ashamed if something happens to you. We've had to call the police, like all this stuff. I've been through it. And one of the only people to reach out to me, in that time frame and offer some advice and assistance was a representative named Alma Hernandez. I tell you all of that to tell you this. She just posted that this flyer is going around her neighborhood and around Tucson. You can pause to read, but basically what she says in her tweet here is that she doesn't believe in a ceasefire because you don't negotiate with terrorists. Ever. I remember a country who had this motto that you don't negotiate with terrorists. I'm trying to remember which country it was. The sickest part of the whole thing is that they put her home address on there. That's the part that pissed me off. Like, look, I don't agree with Alma on everything, and I'm sure you guys don't either. But the one thing that I hope we can all agree on is that releasing people's personal addresses, especially elected officials, female elected officials, that's not okay, ever. She talks about the complexities, and she's not wrong. Look, if you watch my podcast, then you know one of the things I keep saying about this is that my thoughts and prayers are with all the innocent people on both sides, because I see it as, there are a lot of innocent folks on both sides that are going to be traumatized for life because of this. And more importantly, in that area, you're just creating more extremists with what's going on right now. So I'd love to see a ceasefire. All that said, the complexities that she references, the nuances are that it's not black and white. We can't just say, oh, ceasefire. And there's a very realistic reason that we say we don't negotiate with terrorists. And guess what? I think at this point we can all agree that Hamas are the terrorists. But is Israel really doing everything they're supposed to be doing? Are they doing everything the right way? How do you fight terrorists? How do you fight terrorism? It's like you almost have to There's nuances to this. It is complicated. But what isn't complicated is the innocent people that we should all keep in our thoughts, and going after elected officials and releasing their personal information and then going around the whole neighborhood and all of Tucson and putting it out there. So all I'm going to say is you don't have to agree with Alma on everything, especially this, but I will tell you that she was one of the only people that picked up the phone, met up with me, gave me resources, her brother too. So, this is somebody who helps other people outside of just their community. She's not a bad person. This is a very complex issue. All of our feelings, are here. We're just running at 100 right now. And, this isn't okay, guys. It wasn't okay when it happened to me. And I don't care if you're GOP or a DEM, it doesn't matter. I would say the same thing if it was a Republican. This isn't okay. Swatting isn't okay. Releasing personal information isn't okay. Attacking people's kids isn't okay. Come on. We need to have some standards here. So as always, much love. Keep fighting. And I'm going to continue praying and sending good vibes over to all the innocent people.